Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, bud. Do you want to go to Puerto Rico?
Does a tree have roots?
Okay, say no more.
Say no more. Thanks for the booster, big rooster. The most memorable part was definitely being able to experience this trip with my brother, my family, and new friends I met in Puerto Rico. My uncle took us to some of his favorite restaurants, and I immediately noticed a large amount of lively grandparents.
Perreo a fuegote. Perreo a fuegote.
Watching them and their groups of friends hanging out having fun was priceless. There's a certain magic to the environment and the people. Soaking it all in, I realized Puerto Rico is the oldest occupied country in the world, giving us all the different skin tones and hair textures. But our Taino culture and hospitality is still alive and well. The island has 4 coasts and they all have different terrains. Aguadilla's coastal cliffs were the most picturesque, with many window-like cliffs as far as the eye could see. We went on a windy and rainy day which made for large swells of crashing waves. Along the beaches you'll find sea grapes. They have an acquired taste, but my cousins really like them.
A ver, enséñaselo a la cámara. ¿Qué tienes ahí? A ver.
Una agua de playa.
¿Uva de qué?
De playa.
De playa.
Within one of the cliffs is a cave called La Cueva del Indio, which has ancient petroglyphs like the sun and Mother Earth, who we call Atabe. You can find the petroglyphs and stone carvings all over the island. The ocean is beautiful, but I really wanted to see as many rivers as I could. The first 2 of the rivers that stood out was Rio Chalco Azul in Vega Baja. When I got there, I immediately imagined my ancestors sitting in a cave watching over their families.
No.
I could tell it was a special place. There seemed to be faces carved out of the boulders, but flash floods and rain seemed to have worn them away. The second river was Rio Blanco en Naguabo. This part of the river is called Charco el Hippie. There's petroglyphs, caves, and areas for rock climbing and diving. The thing that really had me in awe was the largest Ceiba tree on the sister island of Vieques. This tree looks like it could stand on its roots and walk away. Just like the ancient Taino story explaining that midnight was the hour of the Ceiba. At that hour, these enormous gentle giants became animated and walked the earth. I couldn't help but think it looked like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, which ironically he became a Ceiba tree in Marvel Comics' 2016 release of Guardians of Infinity #3. The creators looked to the Taino Ceiba stories for Groot's powers. Behind the project was Edgardo Miranda Rodriguez and co-creator Daryl DMC McDaniels of the Run DMC rap group. Guardians of Infinity #3 is an issue that imagines a conflict between characters The Thing, aka Benjamin Grimm, and Groot. The spiritual similarities between the Na'vi and the Taino are crazy. All sacred trees have other uses, and the Ceiba tree's fruit pod contains seeds that are covered in Kapok. Kapok is a fibrous substance which is very similar to cotton. The majestic Ceiba tree is in the Malvaceae family. Other members include okra, cotton, and hibiscus. This family also includes trees like cacao, durian, and the linden. To natives, the Ceiba tree is the sentry of the jungle. It's respected and revered by the natives of the Caribbean Antilles, Mexico, Central America, and South America. In Taino culture, it's believed that the sacred Ceiba tree is the portal to higher spiritual realms. Transiting to higher dimensions, they were able to communicate with the Great Spirit, gaining wisdom in a short time which could take many lives for others to acquire. It was also believed that there were 5 directions in this world. In addition to the north, south, east, and west, the 5th one was an etheric tube that went from the bottom of the ocean through the earth and into the center of the skies. This direction reached out from the roots of the Ceibas and the great branches that were supported by the heavens. As Arawak Tainos, we believe our ability to communicate with a higher intelligence was the knowing of everything that surrounded us is interconnected and spiritually alive. They also knew that as multi-dimensional beings, they lived in an invisible world that was greater than their actual one. Through the connection with higher intelligences, they were able to elevate their consciousness, spiritually ascending to higher dimensions. It was their portal, allowing them to understand the language of the cosmos.
Hanging out in the crevices, protecting themselves from other animals. Right there is about 6 just hanging out. This green ends up turning a nice gray color as it gets older.
Did somebody left their chicken behind?
No,
No, but it's not yours, sir.
no, the tree owns it.
Yeah.
He lives in the tree. You see, that guy lives in the tree right there. So the tree actually protects a lot of animals. If you notice around the property, there's horses everywhere. They're wild horses that over the years became their own type of breed, or they look a certain way on this island. They run the island. Imagine 5 horses side by side going out here.
Thank you for watching. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you like me or anything about whatever this channel is. Take care. I'm gonna do something a little different today, or something that you should not do, which is